Learning English becomes much easier and more fun when you hear stories that are exciting and real. Stories help your brain learn new words and expressions naturally, without the pressure of studying hard. When you listen to a story, you learn English like you learn your first language, by enjoying the moment. If you like this kind of story, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to True English, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Today, I want to tell you about a traveler named Jake who visited Mexico and had an unforgettable experience with spicy food. It was both exciting and a little painful, but definitely a story worth sharing. Jake had always loved trying new foods when he traveled. He was the kind of person who believed that food is one of the best ways to understand a country's culture. When he arrived in Mexico City, he was eager to taste authentic Mexican dishes. The smells coming from the street vendors were amazing: fresh tortillas, grilled meats, and colorful salsas. The air was filled with a mix of spices and smoke from the grills. Jake was hungry and ready for a real adventure. One evening, Jake went to a small local restaurant recommended by a friend who knew the city well. The place was busy and full of energy. The walls were decorated with bright paintings, and the sound of mariachi music filled the air, creating a lively and warm atmosphere. The tables were crowded with locals chatting happily and enjoying their meals. Jake felt excited and a bit nervous. He looked at the menu carefully. There were many dishes he had never heard of before, all with interesting names. One dish caught his eye: chili en nogada. It looked colorful and delicious. But what really attracted him was something called chili habanero. The waiter told him it was very spicy, almost the hottest chili pepper in Mexico. Jake smiled and said he wanted to try it. He liked spicy food and thought this would be a great challenge for him. Jake ordered the dish without hesitation, confident he could handle a little heat. When the food arrived, it looked delicious: bright red sauce, fresh herbs, and a side of rice. The aroma was strong and tempting. Jake took his first bite, and immediately his mouth was on fire. The heat was intense, much stronger than anything he had ever tasted before. At first, Jake tried to keep calm. He drank some water, hoping it would help, but the burning feeling only got worse. His face turned red, and his eyes started to water. His mouth felt like it was burning from the inside. Jake quickly realized that water was not the right way to cool down the heat from chili peppers. He saw some people around eating bread and thought that might help, so he grabbed a piece of bread and ate it slowly. The bread helped a little, but the burning sensation stayed strong. Jake looked around, hoping no one noticed his struggle, but the waiter smiled knowingly. It was clear Jake was experiencing the true power of Mexican spices. Some locals even chuckled softly, probably remembering their own first time trying habanero chili. Jake wished he had ordered something milder, but he also felt proud that he tried something new. He remembered his friend's advice: sometimes, the best way to learn is by trying and making mistakes. After a few minutes, the heat began to fade, and Jake could enjoy the rest of his meal with a new respect for spicy food. The next day, Jake visited a local market to learn more about Mexican spices. He saw fresh chili peppers of many colors and sizes: green, red, orange, and yellow. A friendly vendor explained the different types of chilies and how people use them in cooking. Jake even tried a small piece of a mild pepper, and it was much easier to handle than the habanero. He bought some dried chilies to take home as souvenirs. Jake's experience taught him not only about spicy food, but also about patience and trying new things carefully. Traveling means learning in many ways, sometimes through fun stories, sometimes through little mistakes. This trip became one of his favorite memories, and he often told friends about the fiery meal that surprised him. This story helps you learn useful English phrases like caught his eye, challenge himself, without hesitation, Mouth was on fire. Kept calm. Drank some water. Burning feeling. Face turned red. Eyes started to water. Noticed his struggle. And felt proud. These expressions let you describe feelings and actions in a natural way. You also get to learn words about food, emotions, and culture. By listening to stories like Jake's, you absorb language effortlessly and remember words better than just reading or memorizing. Plus, you get to learn about culture and food from around the world, making your English learning journey interesting and meaningful. You have just learned many useful English structures and phrases in a fun and natural way. This is the power of storytelling, learning without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video, subscribe to True English, and share your own spicy food experiences in the comments below. Have you ever tried something too spicy and regretted it? Tell us your story. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next exciting story.